Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Gino Forte, the #1 Irish real estate agent here in Dubai. For a lot of you people are probably new to me and don't know my story, so I'm going to tell you how I started off from a leasing agent doing Dubai Creek Harbour 2.5 years ago to now the #1 new build or off-plan agent in Strata where I work today. So as you can see right now, we're stood here in One Central. We've got the Museum of the Future behind us and you've got DIFC skyline right there. We're going to walk and talk and I'm going to tell you how I went from October 2023 to today, December 2025. In September 2023, I moved here to Dubai and I got a job in a company called House & House. House & House at the time, or still today, are one of the largest real estate companies and they're British owned. So I figured, let's go here and let's start my career. I knew a couple of people working there already, so it was a little bit easy for me to blend in there and I took off to a flying start. I started off in leasing, doing Dubai Creek Harbour. I was a little bit reluctant to go into leasing, and to be honest, my advice to brokers today usually is, if you have sales experience already, to skip leasing. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I started off in leasing, started off in Creek Harbour, and then my first month I done a deal. It was a big enough deal. It was a rental for about 350,000 dirhams. Then every month after that, I've done deals in rentals up until January. When January came, it was obviously the turn of the new year. I was thinking to myself, I think I'm wasting time here. I'm spending more money than I'm making. I'm struggling with leasing. I obviously had 8 years sales experience previous to it. I was thinking to myself, I'm a lot older than a lot of the people in this room. I feel like I'm not getting respected by the people I'm meeting and I want to go into sales. So I spoke to management at the time. There was some criteria they wanted me to hit and I wasn't willing to put that time in. So I changed companies. That's when I joined Strata. February 2025, I joined Strata and I went into the Dubai Creek Harbour sales team. Now, I say that like there was a sales team. I was the first person to join, but there was some people coming from another company in a month that were going to be on my team, who turned out now to be my lovely friends if they're watching. So I joined the Creek Harbour sales team and it took me 7 weeks to do my first deal. And my first deal was a Damac Hills 1-bed off-plan resale, which was sold under OP, which means under the original price. So a distressed sale, Irish seller, British buyer. So I was thinking to myself, that was a lot easier than all these rental deals I'd done, dealing with Irish people, dealing with British people, and I found the transaction more enjoyable and obviously the commission much higher. So then as we continued on through the year, it was pretty consistent throughout the year, I would say, in the fact that I'd done deals pretty much every month, even though the lot sizes weren't huge, until I hit August, which is when I'd done my record month last year. And I had sold 2 3-beds, one on the Palm and one in Creek Harbour. And then I sold a 2-bed in Dubai Creek Harbour also, which was another off-plan resale. So as the year progressed, I finished out the year and I thought to myself, there's something missing in this. I like it, but I don't love it. And I have leads coming in through TikTok, through Instagram, and I'm not being able to service them properly because all I have is Creek Harbour to sell them and they don't want to buy it. So then in December, at the end of that year, I done my first ever off-plan deal, which was a studio, a very, very high floor studio in Rove Marassi Drive in Business Bay, looking at the Burj Khalifa, which was a deal that came directly from my Instagram. And I thought to myself, well, that was more enjoyable. The process was more fun. And I really liked the idea of selling to an investor based on projections and figures and not selling to someone who was very emotional about the purchase, thinking about where they want to live, why they want to live there and stuff like that. So I spoke to my boss now, Gino, other Gino, in December, right after the Christmas party. I said, gee, I want to be on your off-plan team. I want to be your #1 broker and off-plan and let me join. I want to learn from you, blah, blah, blah. And he said, okay. Even though he'd already said no in October, he said, okay, in December, let me straight into off-plan. Then my off-plan career started from the 1st of January this year. I did a couple of deals in January, but they were just kind of carried over from December, stuff I was already dealing with in the secondary market. Then in February, I done my first off-plan deal. And then since then, I have done 40 off-plan deals from January to now, the 1st of December. So 40 deals in the space of 11 months in off-plan, and I've really progressed massively. I've been dealing with pretty much exclusively Irish and British buyers. They have been coming mainly through my TikTok and my Instagram page. Generating videos on TikTok, Instagram, and now YouTube has brought me leads and has brought me investors who want to work with me rather than chasing investors who don't even know who I am, which is a really key part to being successful, I think, in this job, is making sure the people you're working with want to work with you and they're not forced to work with you. And what I mean by forced to work with you is you just happen to have a really good deal that they want, which is a way of doing deals, but it's not sustainable. You're not always going to have the best deal. But if you are someone that people want to work with, that they trust, and they can see your results and they see you're hardworking and they see you're going to give them the time, they will be much happier with the service you're giving them. So if you can find these people and then sell to these people, you are going to have a better career in real estate. So as I'm coming to the end of my first year and off plan, I have done, I think, 5 times the amount of business I done last year. And the main thing that I changed was not choosing to do off plan, even though it was a big part of it, but was actually choosing to focus on people that wanted to deal with me. And I think it's a really, really important thing to do, because in this job, there is tens of thousands of real estate agents to choose from in Dubai. So if you don't stand out and you do not give people a reason to want to work with you, because we're all selling the same thing, we're all selling the same buildings, we're all selling the same areas. If you are not giving people a reason to want to work with you, then they'll have no reason to contact you. So if you've enjoyed this video, please like the video, subscribe, comment, do all these things, whatever you need to do. Shoot me a message. And if you're looking to invest in Dubai, reach out to me, the #1 Irish broker. Talk to you soon.